everyone. Good morning. I am Camille. This is the Camille Show, aka the Shenanigator. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Friday to you all. I see you guys are here for a good show, and that's what we're gonna give you guys. Let's go ahead and speak to everybody. I'm feeling a little bit better this morning. As you guys can see, I got me some rest. Child, I've been fighting with senior citizens this week, and the Lord has delivered me from that. So let's go ahead and get on into our show. To give y'all some news that you know we all can use. All right, let's go ahead and speak to my peoples, honey. Go ahead and get that spirit up off me, honey. The spirit of fighting senior citizens. Because, baby, I said, no, Lord. I ain't got time for that this week. No, Lord. And I slept so good last night, y'all. Oh, my Lord. Baby, I slept good last night. But let's go ahead and speak to everybody. Shirley Terry, thanks for being here. Rose Armstead, my ma, thanks for stopping in and doing your good work. Thank you, Denise Slade, Alan Ford, Erica Rogers, Carolyn Powell. Thanks for being here. Sexy Shalonda. You better let them know. Come on in here. Okay, good morning, sweet Essence. Good morning. All right, that's my other mod. Thanks for being here. Lisa Bell, good morning. I'm here waiting for you. I'm here. Okay, Janice Driscoll, good morning. Cassandra D is here. Say happy Friday. Yes, honey. Sheila Washington is here. Teresa West is here. Said I just dropped my grandson off to school. It was hard. But hello, Caramel and everybody. Is he in kindergarten? Is he like in kindergarten? Is this like his first year of school? Let me know, because that can be hard. I remember when my son was in kindergarten. That was a lot, honey. So let's see. Miss Pruitt, good morning. SD Warren, good morning. Pamela Williams, good morning. Who else? Deborah Banks, good morning. Ronnie, good morning. Darlene Mungham, good morning. Good morning. Let's scroll on down. Chevelle Carter, hey. Carla Burrell, good morning. Big Steak is in the building. Betty Brockington is here. Shaquanda is in the house. Shirley Terry is here. Lana Thomas is here. Good morning. Cynthia Williams is here. D Nice is here. Brown Eyes is here. Good morning. Ann Thom is here. Sunny Days is in the building. Good morning. That's a content creator. Y'all check her out. Who else? Henry Lee is here. Adrian Wiley is here. Shirley Terry is here. Deborah Johnson, I think I said, but hello again. Lies More Lies is here. Angela Cuff is here. Felicia is here. Nikki B is in the building. Vernetta Stewart is in the building. She says, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Yes, honey, it is Friday indeed. Gloria Williams again. Hello. Purple Unicorn. That's a content creator. You guys check her out. Nikki B, hello. Kim Jones is here. Classy type lady. Let them know, okay? Judy Jones is here. Good morning. Deborah Clark is in the building. Alan Ford said, Kim Real, not senior citizens like child. Yes, honey. I was windmilling on senior citizens yesterday, girl. Yes, honey. I knocked their wig off and kicked their cane down out their hand. I sure the hell did. I did. And I pushed their wheelchair down the ramp with no brakes on the bitch. I sure did. I sure the hell did. And do I feel bad about it? Let me see. Fuck no. All right, so moving on, honey. Tyrone Phillips is here. Denitra J Speaks is here. Deborah Holder. Sometimes you just got to push the bitch wheelchair down. I don't give a fuck. All right. If the wheel fall off, it just do. All right. That's the Lord's work. Delilah T, thanks for being here. Lucille Greer is here. Let's see. Immaculate Davis is here. KB is here. The Voice. Come on, Voice is here. Says that who we stomping on today? Hopefully nobody. I want to have a peaceful Friday. Because yesterday, child, that took a lot of energy. I don't like that. It put wrinkles in your face. And we don't want that. We trying to hold on to this face card. Because we're a year older this year. Vera Dockery. I'm sorry. I just renamed you, honey. Vera Dockery. Good morning, love. Catherine Carr. Good morning, team. Oh, y'all in here. Hey, Marcella's in the building. What's up, Marcella? That's a content creator. Y'all check her out, okay? Marcella. Hey, speak with your girl. Marcella. I do like your intro music. I ain't gonna hold you. I do. Good morning. Said you did real. Yes, good morning, nigga B. Honey, yes, honey. I push her wheelchair down and kick her cane out her hand. I sure did. Judy Jones. Good morning. Kim, you good morning. Did I skip somebody? Let me see. Joyce Pick is here. Kelly Davis is here. Cam is here. Mary Jacobs is here. Good morning. Good morning. Scorpion missed my other mom. My moms are deep in here this morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, who else? Nikki B. Okay. She said hollering, girl. Yeah. Wanda the nursing is here. Okay. So if y'all falling out in the chat, y'all need some mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, honey. Reach out to Miss Wanda, the nurse advocate, okay? Because she will get you right on back to life. Holly Rock is in the building. All right, good morning. Good morning. Now, I got one of my moms' birthday is today, and I got to start my show to say happy birthday to True TV Podcast, honey. Okay, True TV Podcast, love. Happy birthday. Y'all wish my mom a happy birthday because y'all know I love birthdays, honey. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday to ya. All right, let me give her a little jam session before we get into this thing. Put my music back on. Hey, 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 happy birthday. Hey, hey, tell my mom happy birthday. Hey, okay, I'm giving her a little twerk this morning. Hey, happy birthday. Hey, that's you, True. Your morning twerk, your Friday morning twerk. Hey, hey, okay, that's for you. All right, let's get to my show. All right, everything said in the video is alleged, in my opinion, honey, and is used for fair use of entertainment. Yeah, y'all give her some happy birthday shout outs because she be working hard over here for me, keeping the trolling down, doing a damn good job. So I appreciate it. Happy birthday, Truth. Wherever you are, honey, turn that way. That would be up. All right, let's get into our topics. Okay, y'all, well, I'm tired already. Damn. Oh, Lord. All right, so let's get into it, honey. Let's get into it. Now, we got some sad news to report first. Okay, we're going to get this out the way because I don't want the rest of my show to be down. So we're going to go ahead and knock it out first. Then we're going to pick the show on back up. Miss Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad's mom, you guys, Miss Vivian Ayers, passed away, you guys. And she lived to be 102 years old. That's impressive. And she looked good. Okay, look at them jeans. That's where they get them jeans from, honey. Because y'all know black do not crack. Let me just go ahead and say that black do not. Well, some black do not crack. But most black child, if you take care of yourself out here, baby, you will be looking good. So she is giving out here at 102, and that's a recent picture of her. Come on, mama, with your high ponytail with the tresses. Okay, yes, I love it. So, honey, y'all wonder why Felicia Rashad and her sister Debbie Allen is out here giving what they need to give? It's because they mama, they got it from their mama. They sure the hell did. But rest in peace to her. That's a sad situation. So they've announced that their mother passed away, Miss Dr. Honey. Doctor, they put a DR in there. Dr. Vivian Ayers, just 1 month after celebrating her 102 or second birthday. Okay. Now, Mark says that, mommy, you have transformed into the cosmic bird hawk that lives and breathes freedom. According to Allen, in a heartfelt Instagram post that included touching family photos and videos, said that we will follow your trail of golden dust and continue to climb higher. We promise to be true, be beautiful, be free. Said that love, 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 love. All right. Now, she was born in 1923. Led a remarkable life as a poet, playwright, and scholar. Okay. Now, she published her first book, Spice of Dawns, in 1952, a work that was later nominated for the, Pulitzer Prize. Okay. I hope Pulitzer Prize. I'm sorry. Now, her follow-up, Hawk 1957, earned widespread acclaim and reflected her deep appreciation for freedom and culture. Okay. And she graduated, child, back in 1939 of the historic, Brainerd Institute. Okay. She also went on to attend Barbara Scotia College and Bennett College. She's smart. Okay. Black people, get your education, honey. Now, she later earned an honorary doctorate degree from Bennett College and Wilberforce University. Come on, mama. Her academic journey also included studying classical Greek at Rice, Columbia, and Princeton. Come on, Princeton. While also researching and translating Mayan culture and astronomy. She's a smart one. So rest in peace to her. If you guys want to read more in its entirety, you guys can go on over to It's Only Entertainment because that's where we saw it. Okay. Look at her. Okay, we can play the music. Look at mama out here, honey. Yes. Come on, mama. So rest in peace, honey, to Miss Ayers. Miss Ayers out here, honey. Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad's mother. Beautiful woman. All right. 102. That's a blessing to live to be that long. To be that old, okay? Or seasoned. Let's say seasoned. I don't like to say old. To live to be that seasoned, okay? Very wise woman, very beautiful woman, very educated. I love that. All right. Let's move along, though. Let's move along. Y'all can put in the comments how y'all feel. All right. This person here, honey, they've been denied. They've been denied, honey, when they tried to get parole. They said, nope, we ain't ready yet, honey. Because you crazy. So they told his ass to stay in there. Eric Menendez, honey, is denied parole after 36 years in the prison for unaliving his mother. Now, his brother, Lyle Menendez, child, is to learn his fate tomorrow. So you guys know they've been trying to get parole for the longest. Now, when I first covered this, I was saying I don't agree with what they did, but I do understand why. If you guys watched the documentary, and I had to go and watch the documentary because I wanted to know. I remember when they reported on the news that these two had unalived their parents. I was like, oh my God, that's how you unalive your parents. But then when I saw the documentary and all the things that these young boys were going through at the time, it was a lot. The father, child, look at me. The father was doing some things to the boys, okay? Put number 2 pencils in places that they shouldn't have been, as he actually assaulting them. And they got tired of the shit. And the mother sat back and was allowing this shit to happen and was also punishing them for not allowing the father to do these things, okay? So they got tired of that shit one day, and they went straight tackleberry on his ass, and they unalived him, baby. So, of course, they've been in prison, as you guys can see, 36 years. They are very much so institutionalized. It's up here, girl. Okay, now it says that the Lyle Menendez is to learn his fate tomorrow. The board believes that Eric poses unreasonable risk to public safety. Okay, yeah. But they have, I'm hearing, and I read up that they've been like studying and getting all types of degrees and stuff while they're in prison. So they've been trying to sound like better themselves. It's unfortunate they were in that situation. And anyone who's ever been in a situation where their parents or someone very close to them may have sexually assaulted them or abused them in some type of way, that stuff does kind of stay with you, and you do harbor anger and emotions. And if you don't get them out, it will cause you to be angry enough to hurt said person. Okay. And I feel like that's what happened in that house. Again, I don't agree with them unaliving their parents, but I do understand why. Okay. I understand why. Somebody that the people that you're supposed to grow up to learn to respect, do these types of egregious things to you, and they snapped off. Right. So now saying Lyle, then 21, and Eric, then 18, both claim self-defense after years of alleged sexual abuse by their father. They have the typo there. They are initially sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. However, in May 2025, Judge Michael Jessic resentenced the brothers to 50 years to life in prison, making them immediately eligible for parole under youth offender parole laws. Okay. Now, today, Eric attended his first ever parole hearing, which lasted nearly 10 hours. Damn. You did all that 10 hours for just for you still say no? You could have sent me back to my cell for that shit. Okay, so he took the video call from the Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego, California. It says that during the hearing, the parole board denied him a release, telling him he would be next eligible in 3 years. Said that the board based its denial on several factors. Now, Eric's relatives pushing for his release were left disappointed. Now, his family, it sounds like they're saying, hey, let's let him out. I feel like he may be rehabilitated by now. Okay. The family, they're pushing for the Menendez brothers to get out and be free. But of course, the justice system, they're still saying no. The parole board system as well. So as you guys can see, that's the update on that. If you guys want to read up more, then you can. All right, let's look at this. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked.
Just developed inside the prison behind me. The shocking announcement out of California after more than 3 decades of watching, waiting, and praying, Eric Menendez was given the official thumbs down from a California parole board. Not eligible for parole. In making their decision, the parole board said that the horror of Eric's crime outweighed his decades of good work behind bars, referring to the years of charity that he's done with other prisoners in prison. This also means that they believe the convicted killer could still be a threat to the public. Now, if you're not one of the millions of people who recently saw a popular docudrama that retold the Menendez true crime story in excruciating detail, here is a little bit of background on all of this. Both Eric and his brother Lyle had their first murder trial in 1993 with 2 separate juries in the court. Both of those juries were hung when it came time for a verdict in 1994. And then their second trial, that one big news that just developed inside the prison ended with convictions. That was in 1996. And after a wave of public pressure in May, a Los Angeles judge resentenced Lyle and Eric. And instead of life with no chance of parole, their new sentence was 50 years to life, a sentence that instantly made them eligible for parole because at the time of the murders, they were under 26 years old. And under California's youth offender law, there's a chance for parole before that 50-year minimum. Now, that decision is what paved the way for today's parole board hearing. Eric's hearing, Lyle's hearing again, is set for tomorrow. But the current district attorney in LA, Nathan Hochman, he must be smiling tonight because he has made absolutely no secret of the fact that he opposes the brothers' release. He released a statement condemning the decision, reading in part, they continue to promote a false narrative of self-defense that was rejected by the jury decades ago. We have consistently ended with convictions. We opposed their release because they have not demonstrated full insight into their crimes or shown that they have been fully rehabilitated and therefore continue to pose a risk to society. The Menendez family has released a statement in the wake of the parole board's decision. Their statement says, while we respect the decision, today's outcome was, of course, disappointing and not what we hoped for. But our belief in Eric remains unwavering, and we know he will take the board's recommendation in stride. His remorse, growth, and the positive impact that he had on others will speak for themselves. We will continue to stand by him and hold him to the hope he is able to return home soon. Tomorrow, we turn our attention to Lyle's hearing.
Now this kind of make Lyle, if Lyle now sees that his brother Eric got denied, when he go in there, he ain't gonna have no type of hope. He gonna be like, well, damn, they denied my brother, so I'm coming in here. This gonna be a waste of time sitting here through 10 hours just for them to tell me no, because hell, they were in this situation together. Put a one in the chat if you feel that a situation or a person in this type of situation can be rehabilitated and change and be a better person, enough for them to be free and walk and be in society again. Put a one if you feel like there's a possibility that they can be rehabilitated. Put a two if you feel like probably not. Maybe they should just go ahead and sit this one out and stay in prison. All right, let's see. Let's say we don't back to the sale. Stop it. I'm trying to be serious. Okay. I feel like a person can be rehabilitated, if they do the work. If they do the work. It seems like they've been trying to do all types of programs and stuff like that. And again, I said, I totally understand the situation. I saw it from a different lens or through a different lens when I saw the documentary. That's why I like to watch documentaries, because you can hear things on the news. You'd be like, oh, that's horrible. That's a horrible person. But then when you watch the documentary, you'd be like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Like, seriously, these guys were, really put in an effed up situation, and they literally fighting for their lives. If you saw this or heard about some of the things that their father did to them, I'll be like, shit, I get it now. I get it now. Oh my God. Y'all go watch it. Go watch the documentary, honey. If you like stuff like that, I love stuff like that. Okay. I love information. But let's get off them, honey. Let's get off them. Let's get into the things of the things, honey, with y'all president, honey. It ain't mine. Trump, honey. It's getting his sick ass. I'm ready for him to be deported somewhere. I don't even give a damn no more. All right. So they said that Trump, honey, thanks to Washington, D.C. law enforcement by feeding them hamburgers and pizza after cracking down on crime. Says that we're going to take care of these criminals and put them where they need to be. Child, starting with you, because you a whole felon. Let's start with your ass. And where them Epstein files at? You out here handing out hamburgers. You need to be handing out them files. Let's see what's in them damn files right quick.
And I think you brought some food for me, President.
So we have great hamburgers cooked by the White House, and we have pizza that I said, don't do it in the White House because we went to a place that makes the best pizza. So we'll concede. But we have a lot of it. So we're going to have some fun. We'll eat, and I'll eat with you, and we're going to have a little fun. We're going to celebrate, but then we're going to get back to work, and we're going to take care of these criminals. We're going to put them where they have to be. You're going to say, don't play around with us. Don't play around with us. So let's go have something to eat. You're going to like the hamburgers? Would you rather have hamburgers from the White House or pizzas from a good place? Huh? I think they want the hamburgers. Have a good time, everybody. Thank you very much.
And I think you brought some food for me.
They said they want burgers. He still ain't got pizza. See what I mean? You shouldn't be in office. You ain't hear the people. That's your problem. You can't hear the people. The people just told your drunk ass they want burgers, and you go out here and get some damn Pizza Hut. Anyway, he talking about weird doing something. You ain't doing a damn thing, but on the golf cart, okay, flying around the damn golf course doing nothing but creating more issues in the damn White House. Get your ass out of there. All right, please impeach him, please. All right, again, Lord, you took away Felicia Rashad, mama, and you took away Malcolm Jamal Warner, and you left us here with Trump, Lord. I don't ever question you, Lord. Let me pray right quick, y'all. I'm sorry. This is my moment. Lord, I don't ever question you, Lord. Okay. But if you decide to revisit your decision, I won't be upset about it, Lord. Okay. Now we offer Trump up to you, Lord, and we pull back down Malcolm Jamal Warner and Felicia Rashad's mama today, Lord. Okay. In Jesus' name I pray. Let's move on. All right. I had to get that out of me. Yes, Lord, honey. It's a save for Lord. Yes, we offer Trump up to you, Lord. All right. And we pull down Malcolm. We pull him down, Lord. Okay. Woo, child. Let's move on. Because, baby, we pull him down, Lord. Pull him right on back down. He ain't ready yet, Lord. He ain't ready. Send Trump right on up to you, Lord, so you can send him right on back down, straight on down the hill where he belongs. In Jesus' name we pray. Hallelujah. All right. Ooh, child, I already prayed this morning too. I had to pray again, child, because I almost said something. All right, let's get on into it. NFL Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson claims that NFL told teams not to draft Shadur Sanders regardless of how talented he is. Y'all see the bullshit? Says it's so that they could make an example. Now, y'all know they don't like his daddy, Deion Sanders, all right? Because y'all know Deion is very mouthy. He's, he keep his chest out and he stay on this. So they were trying to make an example out of his son, Shadur, who is a very, very good football player, all right? He's a very good player. So as y'all know, when they drafted him, child, at the bottom of the totem pole, okay, at number 144 to be exact. I said, what the hell? And with the Cleveland Browns, because he did not want to sign with the Browns. But hey, you got to get in how you get in. As long as you get your foot in the door, you can always be traded, right? Let's go ahead and get into what these biatches had to say, because I didn't like this. I don't like when they do shit like this, okay, because it is very much so intentional. This boy could have been picked, and you fucked up his money, because wherever you get picked, okay, that's how your money fall. So when you get picked at the bottom, your check reflect that. So I ain't like how they did Shadur Sanders. But let's go ahead and get into this.
And I'll tell you this much here, what I heard from someone that's in the NFL, that the NFL told don't draft him. Do not draft him. We're gonna make an example out of him. And this came from a very good source. And he said that, I won't say who, somebody called the Cleveland Browns and said, don't do that. Draft him. Yep, draft him. Don't do that. Because they weren't going to draft him either. They weren't going to draft him. And I'll tell you this much here, what I heard from someone that's in the NFL, that the NFL told don't draft him. Do not draft him. We're gonna make an example out of him. And this came from a very good source. And he said that, I won't say who, somebody called the Cleveland Browns and said, don't do that. Draft him. Yep, draft him. Don't do that. Because they weren't going to draft him either. They weren't going to draft him.
Wow.
And I'll tell you this much here, what I heard from someone that's in the NFL, that the NFL told don't draft him. Do not draft him. We're gonna make an example out of him. And this came from a very good source.
Wow.
And he said that, I won't say who, somebody called the Cleveland Browns and said, don't do that. Draft him. Yep, draft him. Don't do that. Because they weren't going to draft him either. They weren't going to draft him.
Now it makes sense why the coach's son did that prank call to Shadur Sanders rather, to tell him, oh, you've been drafted. They were kind of like picking at him. It would not surprise me if they knew about it as well, that this phone call, this arrangement behind the scenes was taking place in terms of them messing with this boy not being drafted. I don't like that. I really don't. I wish he sued the fuck out of them too, because he very much so deserved to be drafted at the very top with a very good team, the Cleveland Browns. Like, that's a shitty team. Nothing against nobody who liked the Cleveland Browns, but this shit was very much so intentional. But shout out to him for still getting in there. He's going to prove himself to where another team is definitely going to pick him up, and he's going to still get out there and do what he needs to do. So again, you can't stop what you can't see. All right. Shadur Sanders definitely deserves to be at a higher pick, but hey, we'll take it. We'll take him, child. We'll take it. So Shadur, who was projected to be the first round pick, ended up sliding all the way to the 5th round before the Cleveland Browns scooped him up at number 144 overall. And I feel like it was a last minute decision now that I hear this. Now, it said that Dickerson even claimed that the Browns weren't planning on drafting him either until somebody made a call and basically forced their hand. So that decision almost did not happen for Shadur Sanders, you guys. It almost did not happen. And they were doing it in order to punish his father. So why is he being punished for something that his father did? Now, granted, he got that attitude like Dion too. If you guys don't follow him, he actually got that mouth and that attitude, and he's very sure of himself too. Okay, he's a little cocky. But you need to be, as if you're in sports, you got to be a little cocky, okay? But sometimes they say that he's overly cocky, but I don't see that being a reason for them to do what they did in this situation. Now, they said despite all the mess, Shadur came out in his preseason debut rather against the Carolina Panthers and shut the critics up. Okay, come on. Says that he led the Browns to a 30-10 win. Come on, Shadur. All right, that's how you do it, honey. That's how you still get in there and show out. All right. So next year he'll probably get drafted with a better team, and he'll be making a little bit more money. So that's what's up. All right. So prayers up, child, for Shadur on your journey, baby. Now I'm sad that they did that to him, because that was kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up. But honey, the Lord was working up in that. So he still got his foot in the door, and that's what matters. All right. The first shall be last, and the last shall be what? Boom, first. Moving along. All right, so Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidora is accused of dodging a $20K loan repayment by former family friend. We keep hearing about people coming forward accusing Drew of not paying them or withholding payments. I remember there was a babysitter that came up and said that Drew was trying to make her a chef. It was Drew's chef that came forward and was saying that Drew was having her watch the kids, cook, and all these other things, and then didn't want to pay her. It was a mess. Y'all remember that came out. So now somebody else is coming out talking about Drew. Let's read it first, and then we're going to let her speak. Shout out to the girls of fighting. It says the Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidora is accused of dodging $20K loan repayment by former family friend. Now, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidora is at the center of new controversy. At this time, it is not from the Bravo cameras. It says that a former friend has come forward accusing Drew Sidora of borrowing $20K and never paying it back. Damn, yeah, I feel you. $20K, that's a lot of money. I want my money back too. So let's get into it, child. She see Drew out here about to do that second album. She's in a movie. I showed y'all yesterday. She was at her movie premiere. Her first album did well. She's getting those Bravo checks on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all know she's doing her acting and all. She's doing her damn thing. So she got some money pouring in. So she's like, this is a good time for you to go ahead and shoot me that 20 back. Go and give them 20 stacks back, because you got it. Okay. She's like, let me remind you, girl, for you get to spending. I see you out here showing new bags and crystallized bags online. I need you to go ahead and grease my palm a little bit. All right, 20 times. That's good.
My brother being married to her. Allison introduced me to the industry at a young age. So me and Allison always had a really close relationship. I think before Drew was to film, Drew stated that she needed to borrow money because she was behind on her mortgage or her taxes.
How much did she tell you that she was behind?
$20,000.
Shit. That's a big behind. That's foreclosure status. Go ahead.
2 days later, so January 18th, we went into an agreement, which I provided her with a loan agreement, basically giving her a year to pay it back. She said she would pay it back before then, but because they're not sure how payments go, or she didn't receive her schedule of payments yet, she wasn't sure when she would be able to pay me back. So we just said a year. Allison was vouching for her, and Allison and I had never had any falling out or any disagreements or anything, and I trusted Allison. Over time, I ended up going out there, and me and Drew actually clicked. We had a really good time. She's introduced me to some people who have had some good experiences, with her. So I'm not here to bash her. My problem is that you didn't want to pay me back my money. I realized very quickly that Drew is just not an honest person. This is where it gets messy. So she's gone as far as just showing the fact that she's paid off $24,043 is what it was in total. And she had borrowed beyond that. I had constantly sent revised agreements to her team, to herself, no signature. So when she needed money for her stylist, because she was in the arrears with her stylist, I told her, I need you to sign that updated agreement. She told me she was in hair and makeup. She didn't want them in her business. So I said, okay, I'll send it here. And I sent the agreement to her, letting her know the updated amount at that time. And she thumbs upped it and said agreed. And the $1,700 payment was sent to her. I'm not the first person she's done this to. I won't be the last. I'm hoping so.
I've heard that. How much did you spend when you went out with her?
The total, which you guys also have proof of, was about $111,000 is what I spent going to from Atlanta, hotel room.
My choking should have happened at this moment?
I didn't charge her any interest. And even still waiting on my money, begging her for my money. I've never asked for any interest. I've never asked for any defamatory cases of things that she said against. I didn't do it. What she's done is tried to trick everybody that she paid off the
I'm
law.
still stuck at the $111,000.
And you know what? I got to a point where I figured when she wasn't sending the payments the way she was supposed to, mentioned to her, I said, Drew, I think you guys have that as well. I said to Drew, sis, I don't want to have to go to a lawyer. I feel like I'm chasing you for my payments. And the minute that I mentioned a lawyer and money, she immediately mentioned a breach of NDA.
Wow.
Just, my brother being married to her.
As you guys can see, this person is sitting down with Tasha K. Tasha go always get the mess. Okay. Shout out to Tasha. I ain't mad at it. Okay. She always she feeds the streets, honey, and I love it. So this is supposed to be Drew Sidor's former. It says former, so I mean they ain't friends no more. Former family friend who was kicking out a lot of money to her. As I told you guys, there was somebody else that came forward to say that Drew was kind of doing some shit like that to them as well. The chef. And then turned around and Drew hurried up and fired this person when this person kept asking them for their money from Drew, because they were saying that Drew started out paying them. Okay. Then they noticed that Drew would skip a payment here, then, skim off the payment, the next payment, and then didn't get a payment. So when the person talked about going to social media and or suing her as well, then she fired this person and tried to do that NDA stuff with them as well. So that's why I said these stories kind of do connect. So I kind of almost believe this person because of how the other situation played out. That's not a good look for her, being that she is a public figure. You got to get it together, baby. If you're having some issues, like you have a home, maybe get a equity loan to go ahead and get your shit together. Because when you start borrowing from your friends and then you don't pay them, you put yourself in a position for them to talk about it. So it's a sad situation. Everybody have moments where they kind of fall behind on shit. That's a normal thing. But if you have a good friend like this person here seems to be, to step forward and kind of loan you that type of money, like $111,000, $24,000. That's a lot of money. I don't know what she do, but it sounds like her money is good for her to be giving out loans like that. So you don't want to mess up stuff like that with a friend like that who's willing to kick out that type of money for you. Okay. Damn, Drew. I hate that for her. I like Drew, but I don't like how you're doing your friend. That's not cool. So now she's sitting down with Tasha K, which Tasha gonna get down to the nitty gritty, tell all your fucking business, embarrass the hell out of you. Like, Drew, please get it together, love, because I'm trying to like you, okay? You're very talented, you're very beautiful, but you got to get that other part of your business right, okay? Don't fuck up your friendships over situations like that, and then want to be throwing up the NDA stuff when people want to say, hey, Drew didn't pay me my money. Just give it to her. If you don't have it, then say that, and then make arrangements to give it to her, but just don't flat out not give it to her and then dodge her, and then as soon as she, start pressing you about it or say, I want to get an attorney. It should never get to the point where she have to get an attorney. If you guys made an agreement and you signed off on $24K, she got her own shit to worry about, her own financial issues. So to put her in a bind when she stuck her neck out to help you is very irresponsible as a friend. Okay. Let's move on, child. Shout out to Tasha K. Shout out to the girls are fighting, because baby, the girls are fighting. I'll be fighting too over 24,000 shit. That's, I could think of 24,000 things I can do with $24,000. All right, so let's get into this meat-headed bastard. Okay, I'm gonna try not to get mad on this topic, child, but we got to talk about it because it is news. All right, y'all, as you guys know, I covered yesterday the live coverage and or the end result of this person here, Menendez, all right, who wound up unalive, who was found not guilty, Menendez Govan, who was found not guilty of orchestrating Young Dolph's unaliving. Y'all know who rapper Young Dolph is. I was a huge fan of him. Yes, I was. Very good, solid dude. I did my homework on Young Dolph. Anytime if I like an artist, I read into them. I see what it is that they're about. So he wasn't just a street guy. He was a businessman. He was very smart as well. And CMG, Yo Gotti and them was fucking jealous of him. And that's how it is when you rise into the top. People gonna get jealous. And they were mad because Young Dolph did not want to sign to their label. CMG, he started his own label, PRE, and he had his own people on there. They were doing well. They were some of the first to be riding around in the nice Camaros, and y'all know he loved the army fatigue on his vehicles. Like he had, for every year, they were saying he would purchase a house for his children. Okay, instead of having like these huge birthday parties and just wasting money on these birthday parties, he would purchase properties for his children to have something, a legacy to leave behind for them. That's smart. That's a smart businessman, okay? Smart businessman. Unfortunately, he created enemies. He did talk a little shit. I ain't gonna hold you. He did call out Young Gotti. He did say, "Oh, I'm sleeping. That's why I'm sleeping with your baby mama." I was like, "Oh shit, here we go." Which then they put a bounty on his head. Which then they followed him around. As you guys know, he went to L.A. They followed him out there. He was in a bulletproof vehicle. And they powed it up 100 shots. Y'all remember that's where the song came from. Hey, just shot. All right, so once they did that, they couldn't unalive him there. Another spot they found him somewhere else, and they powed at him. They did hit him a couple times, but they didn't unalive him. So of course, in November 2023, he went to Memphis to go do a turkey drive, which he does every year to give away free turkeys to people who are unfortunate. And they spotted him at a gas station, and they had already had a bounty on him from what I read. And once they spotted him, they began to trail him and or stalk him. When he went to Makita's Cookies shop, and he went inside, his brother was with him. That's on video if you guys saw that. I feel like the people at Makita's Cookies set him up. Yes, I said it. I'm mad, y'all. I'm sorry. So while in Makita's cookie shop, it said that he had already placed an order for some cookies. So I'm not sure why the fuck the lady behind the counter was taking so fucking long to put the shit into a bag. All you had to do was reach in, put it in the bag so he can get the fuck on. Now, the car that he was riding in, I'm hearing, was bulletproof. The only thing I did not like about this situation is that he did not stay in the car. That probably would have saved his life when the powmen jumped out of the white Mercedes to run up to the store, and they spotted him through the window, which was all glass, and pow through and pow him. It was 25 pows that they saw in him, 24 bullet holes in him. So that was very much intentional. They meant to take him out. They meant to take him out. 3 guys. Okay. Had he stayed in that car, and had he probably paid for some good security, because he was making very good money. All right. You walk around with $1 million around your neck, baby, I would have had security. Okay. I'm just saying that's just my mentality. If you're that big of a person like that, you got a lot of people out for you. You got to have some weight behind you. And I would have stayed my ass in that bulletproof vehicle and told my brother, go in there and pick the fucking cookies up and let's ride. Period. Okay. You in Memphis somewhere where a lot of enemies, they are looking for you, but it's unfortunate. When it's your time to go, it's your time. It just makes me sad that it had to be like that. So this person here, it said that he was involved in the whole setup of young Dolph losing his life. And let's go ahead and get into what he had to say, because yesterday or day before yesterday, he was found not guilty. I'm still trying to figure out how this shit happened. Somebody had to be paid off. Memphis, what the fuck is going on here? I feel like someone might have been paid off. I feel like CMG might have put some money up. And Yo Gotti, I think you might be getting pulled into this too. There may be a RICO charge headed your way, sir. Okay. It might be a RICO charge headed your way. But let's get into this. All right. Man accused of orchestrating young Dolph's unaliving speaks out after being found not guilty, says that he plans on leaving Memphis. It don't matter where you go. There's going to be a target on your back. Let me just say this. PRE, which is Young Dolph's record label, they're still taking people out. I hear 30 people have been unalived in the name of Dolph in the Memphis area and surrounding areas, okay? Because they're still mad that this boy was taken out the way he was. They're mad. I hear 30 people have now lost their life. So justice was not served in the court system. You guys know the streets will always get their justice. I'm not saying that I hope that happens. That's just the way shit happens. If y'all know anything about street, that's how that shit go. When you go to court, you're going to have a target anyway, whether you're in prison or not. Whether they found him guilty or not, you're going to have a target, because people are mad that you took out someone who they saw as their leader, as their homeboy, whatever the case may be. This has been a rivalry for a very long time. Let's get into this, though.
You heard your attorney say if you're black and poor in Memphis, this is what happens. Who would be your words of advice?
Leave Memphis.
Don't matter.
Do you plan on leaving Memphis, sir?
Of course.
Was there any point throughout the week where you're like, you know what, I'm still nervous, prior to the verdict? Was there any point where it's like, I don't know which way it's going to go?
I've been nervous for 4 years.
You heard your attorney say if you're black and poor in Memphis.
State of Tennessee versus Menendez, Govan, count 1. We, the jury, found the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 1 of the indictment. State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 2 of the indictment. Ma'am?
Court's in session.
Ma'am? Ms. Johnson, is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to thank you for your service this week. You've done exactly. State of Tennessee versus Menendez.
Okay, y'all see it. So they found not guilty by a jury trial, and yeah, he's saying he's leaving Memphis, but you're gonna forever have a target on your back. It don't matter where he go, he can leave the country. Them boys gonna get him. I just know it. If they got Big Juke, which is you know, Yo Gotti's brother, he was at a funeral and they got him. He was at a funeral, at the burial, and they got Big Juke, who was said to have put up the $100K to unalive Dolph. So the streets not gonna rest until they get everybody they feel is involved. So that's what happened. Let's move on, child. Don't talk about it no more. I'm not happy about that at all. But hey, it's not up to me. May the force be with you, sir. That's all I can say. May the force be with you. Y'all know them niggas in Memphis is crazy. I got anybody in my chat from Memphis? Y'all some crazy people, honey. Y'all don't play down there. I keep saying Memphis. Where else, child? Somewhere else is crazy. Oh, New York niggas is crazy too. Memphis, New York, Baltimore. There's some Atlanta niggas is crazy too. I mean, a few places. All right, y'all crazy people. All right, so let's get into this topic. When the lotion wins, says a woman walks away from her relationship with a self-loving addiction. Now, her husband or a related person she was in a relationship with chose PORN over her. That could be a problem. Let's get into some relationship stuff a little bit. That could be a problem. All right. Because we in a relationship, you know, sometimes you want to be touched and felt up on and get that, you know, that good love, that emotion, that, you know, that attention from your partner. But if your partner is always turning to his phone or turning to videos of other people getting it in versus showing that attention to you, it can be a problem. So it says that a woman recounts leaving her partner due to his PORN addiction, said that she caught him watching in the bathroom at night while she slept nearby. Checking his phone, she found searches that made her insecure. She switched to content featuring women like her, big fat black girls with big stomachs, all right, to be relatable, which appalled her more. So she ended the relationship. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Shout out to Spiritual World.
Yeah, so
let's get into this.
Just replace the C with the P. Being addicted to corn wasn't the worst part. Let me tell you why I left. So I found out he was addicted because it'll be like the middle of the night and I'll just randomly wake up out my sleep and he'll be like in the bathroom with the door locked. So me being who I am, I will put something in the door, like pop the lock. He'd be full on into it. And I'm like, you weird. Like, why would you be doing that? And I'm right there sleeping. Like, you can tap me on the shoulder. But it gets worse. I decided to take his phone one day and go through it because I wanted to see what he was actually looking at. Like, let me see what pleases you. What he was typing in was the reason why I was like, okay, enough is enough. So he was typing in stuff like big booty Dominican girls, light-skinned girls with BBLs, pretty light-skinned girls. Let me tell you about the time I had to leave this relationship. Girls with flat stomachs, light-skinned girl this and light-skinned girl. Everything that I'm clearly not. Wow. So I brought it to his attention and I'm like, it's bad enough you're looking at it, but I'm really, really concerned with what you're typing in. Like, it makes me feel really insecure. So I guess he thought he was taking my feelings into consideration. Come to find out, he was still looking at it. But this time when I went through his phone, he was typing in like big fat black girls with big stomachs, like big ebony women. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is you cool? He like, well, you said it was making you feel insecure, like by the things I was watching. So I'm trying to watch things that's like, you know, relatable to you. And bitch, I beg your fondness the fuck pardon. Like, what? And my flabber was just so gassed. I'm like,
I love my flabber was so gassed.
Are you cool? Like, is this for real? With flare And he was so serious because he could not figure out, like, damn, why are you so mad? Like, it was a problem and I fixed the problem. Like, what took me out was the ebony women with long titty part. Like, are you shitting me right now? At that point, I knew, like, enough was enough. Real? And he was
now. You gotta be watching men that like shit like that, because you slip up and get the scrolling, honey. That's why they say, honey, it's dangerous when you be scrolling right. Because then you looking through that shit, and then this time you know you be seeing them watching the GAYPORN. Okay, then you really got to be worried about that shit. But I don't see. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe you got, and I think she could have maybe incorporated it if she likes stuff like that. Watch it with your man. Okay, that's a flex right there. Watch it with your man. Y'all learn some new positions and new things. Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But if he always got to steal away and go lock himself in the bathroom and be looking at that shit like that, and he ain't showing you attention, that's when it becomes a problem. Because you're in a relationship, obviously, you definitely want to be pleased as well. So it's unfair for him to take his phone, go in the bathroom, child, turn it up just so he can hear it. So you don't hear him in there like, what the hell? Okay, you don't want to hear him in the back, on that shit. You like, what the fuck is he doing in there? And you want to hear that in there with you. So it's definitely a problem. And the fact that you stayed with him and kept putting up with that shit, that could be a problem. It could be a problem. So if you're in a relationship with somebody who likes to watch the PORN, you can watch that with them. If that's something that now if they're telling you I don't want to do that they just want to do it on their own, and they're still not showing you that affection, you probably want to go ahead and abort mission on that, because it's given they're not into you. Okay, I ain't gonna be with somebody I got to go through their phone. I feel like I don't want to babysit you. If I got to be with a man, I got to babysit. Fuck that. I don't need it in my life. I don't want to follow you around. I don't want to put a tracking device on your car. I don't need to go through your phone. Right. If your man got to go outside every time he talk, bitch. If he got to lock himself in the bathroom, if his phone's going off all time of night. Okay, I'm just saying. If you got to check up on said person all the time like they're your child, you probably shouldn't be with that person. All right. And sometimes the person can have an addiction. Sometimes that shit can go too far. Again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with watching it. You're an adult. If that's your thing, do what you got to do. But when it comes to the point where you just got to do that all the time to where nothing else matters, you just got to have that. It could be an addiction. It could be an sexual addiction, and you need to go and get some fucking help. Okay. Period. Y'all agree with me? They said, put your Timberlands on and it's time to go. Hey, okay. Now put the Timberlands on. It could be a problem. It's like a catch-22. Like, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's a good thing, but then it's a bad thing. But then you don't want it to get to the point where it's just too much to where it's just, that's all you want to do. Like, you come in from work, they laying in the bed like, oh, why you get off from work early? You know, they ain't there getting it on like, oh, and you walk in like, why you off early today? I thought you was getting off at 5. Like, nah, nigga, I'm off early. What you doing in here? With the TV blasting, because you know that's when they get the good one in, when you ain't there. They get the good one in. The TV up loud, drawers on the floor. See, the drawers be still on. They just pull them down a little bit. And they're going in there and work and jerk, okay? Work and jerk. And they pull them down just a little bit. When you ain't there, the drawers is on the floor. They get all the way comfortable. TV is up. All right, they might have some music playing just to set the mood. All right. And then they're hollering real good then, because ain't nobody there to stop them. Ain't nobody there to stop them. So they hollering real good then. All right. Oh my God. 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 I can't believe what I saw when I turned on the TV on that Janet Jackson bullshit. Girl, you be like, what is this? What is this? Okay. But yeah, words to the wise, honey. Look at signs. Signs, child. Signs will let you know what needs to be told. If she is dealing with something like this, it's obvious that he's not into you, love. Find you somebody that will incorporate those things into the bedroom with you. All right. In your relationship, you share those situations. I'll watch that with my husband. Fuck, I won't. You learn some new stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there that you don't know about. Maybe I don't want to jump off the dresser. I might want to, come running from the shower, and slide in or something. I don't know. You saw some new shit that's going on out there. You just never know. You want to, watch these little movies and learn some new stuff so you can please your spouse. I don't see anything wrong with that. Anybody put a one. Let me get in y'all business right quick. Do y'all watch said movies like that with your spouse? Do y'all feel like that's okay to watch that with your spouse? Would you rather watch it with your spouse, or do you feel like that's something that you would not want to incorporate at all into your relationship? Because it's some new shit out there. It really is. It's some new stuff. All right. Go out there to the love store, honey. They got this stuff. I done told y'all they got this stuff that gets warm, this edible gel, and they come in different flavors, and you can rub it all over your body. Okay. And the more you rub on it, it gets warm. Okay, and you can eat it off or lick it off however you like to do. But it has flavor like cherry, there's grape, there's strawberry, whatever. It's a lot of things. It's like a nice little pillow. Am I telling too much? It's like a pillow out there with like the little arch women where you can put it under your back so you can be comfortable when you're having your moments with your man. Okay. Y'all already know about the swing situation. I ain't about to put shit on my roof because I'm not child. I don't want sheetrock all over the place and hit with no damn swing flying back and forth. I ain't into that shit. That's too much. But yeah. I don't want sheetrock and shit all over my bed, but it's a lot of stuff out there. It's a lot of stuff out there. So you gotta keep stuff new. You gotta be, stay on the edge with it. Okay. Please your man, surprise your man, child. You be like, oh my God, when you learn this, okay? But invite him in there so that he don't feel left out. Okay. There's all types of toys that you can use. Okay. Reach out to Candy Birch. I know Candy got her own little SEX toy line. Go on, child, reach out and touch. All right. And incorporate those things. And somebody said, we good. Say, Cameron, you sound like an expert in this area. I've been with my husband almost 20 years. And okay. I know a thing or two. Some shit you just have to do. You just have to do in order to keep things where it needs to be. And I enjoy doing those things. I love to please my husband. He loves to please me. Not to tell too much, but it's just a known thing. It's just something that you do. It's a regular thing. Shit, I enjoy that. Okay. I enjoy that. That's the goal, to be with a person that you love and is in love with, that you can please that person, they please you. And somewhere down the line, you learn some new stuff and incorporate it in and keep it moving. It keeps the spice in there. You got to be spontaneous, honey. Spontaneity will keep you right over there. Okay. Yeah, child. I really wanted to do, and I thought about doing, and I said it before that I wanted to do like a little segment where relationship, but I ain't gonna do it because I see Shanna is doing, so I don't want to take away her. What's his name? Talking shit with Shanna. That's her shit. I'm gonna let her do it. Sound like she knows what she's doing over there as well. So I'm not even gonna do that segment. And two, YouTube is so iffy because if you kind of go too far, then they'll kind of flag your video. All right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of leave that out. But in terms of doing my car chronicles, we'll incorporate relationship talk. But yeah, I'm when it comes to that shit, I'm real good with that. I'm real good with that. I can tell you some shit. You be like, oh my God, Kim, I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay. Girl. Let's move on though. What do y'all think about it? You can put it in the chat. All right. We ain't gonna stay on it too long. I can tell you some shit, girl. I can remember some shit. All right. Freak level. You can get your freak level where it need to be. I can help you. I can definitely help you over here. All right. Do that shit. You be like, oh wow, okay. I didn't know I had it in me. Bitch, take a B12 and wild out. Okay. Let me stop. All right, so oh Lord, hold on, y'all. I need my church fan right quick. All right, we back. Okay, so Rasheeda and Kurt, y'all. I mean, Rasheeda Frost says that she and Kurt avoided Yandy Smith's funky breath and BBL smell. Why you gotta put Yandy out there like that? Nah. Not the BBL smell. Now, y'all know that we've been hearing people with BBL smells. I don't want to say their name today because I had to fight their mama yesterday online. Because, okay, when they said something about their BBL was stank or whatnot. But so now Rasheeda is over here saying that Yandy breath be funky. Okay. And that her BBL be smelling out here. I don't know why they fighting like this, but child, Rasheeda, I think you got bigger things to worry about than some funky breath and some funky asses up in here. Okay, but let's get into that.
Night's concert, amazing. Spice did her thing, but me and my hubby are gonna exit stage left because the last thing I want to do is run into Yandy. I don't want to be around no funky breath and no funky ass cheeks slapping together, smelling like BBL smell. Tonight's concert, amazing. Spice did her thing, but me and my hubby are gonna exit stage left because the last thing I want to do is run into Yandy. I don't want to be around no funky breath and no funky ass cheeks slapping together, smelling like BBL smell. Tonight.
So it gives that Yandy, you might have a little Halle of the toasters going on. Okay, you got too much money to be out here running around like that. All right, and then too, if you're out here smelling like your BBL is smelling funky like that, you might want to go ahead and soak, okay, in something, girl, and get those juices up out of there. so that when you out and about with the girls where y'all sitting in close proximities, okay, that is a word, and you get up to go and get you another drink, they don't be like, yeah, why your pass by air smell like that? Because y'all know it's a little thing called pass by air that women have. When you get up, child, and you walk by somebody right quick, and you be like, I didn't order fish, but I smell it. Okay. So yeah, that's not a good look, Yandy. You're a beautiful girl. So for Rasheeda to be out here saying, even though she can't rap, okay, she can't rap or nothing, but she said, hey, I might can't rap, but bitch, I ain't funky. I'm still with Kurt and his 3 earrings, but bitch, at least my breath don't stink. So the fact that she's calling you out, Yandy, I need you to respond. Am I being messy? Maybe. But yeah. Yeah, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. You don't want people out here saying, girl, you ain't right down there. If you got some stuff going on the way you're funky down there and whatnot, maybe you want to wash before you get dressed. That usually work out well. And see why things are like that, okay? I don't know. Put a stick up back there. Spray some Lysol down the crack of your ass. I don't know I don't know what's gonna help you back there. All right. Maybe just child go in the bathroom, bend over, squat down real good, put your leg up on the tub, and start at the top of the crack of your ass and spray, honey. Spray some good Lysol from the top of your crack of your ass all the way down to your bottom of your booty meat. All right. And then when you go out with the girls, you ain't got to worry about it. Okay. Now, I don't do that because I don't have a problem. But I'm just trying to help you. And if you want to be out here running around filming with the girls, they like, girl, you is a funky Cole Medina out this bitch. All right. So handle that girl because Rasheeda up and called you out. Let's move along. All right, women, we should not be funky comedinas. I keep telling y'all, it's a whole aisle in the grocery store, in Walmart, and everywhere else for us. All right, it's a whole aisle in the store, so nobody in here should be funky comedinas running around here. All right, if your WAP is out here flaming hot, you need to go on to the doctor down there and see why. All right, if you're dripping out here, you should not be having no discharges and all that. Go see, honey, what's going on down there. All right, yeah, I'm just saying. If you wearing your panty liners and you take them off and it look like peanut butter down there, take your ass to the doctor. Or find out that nigga over there throwing your pH balance off. What the fuck is going on over there? All right? I'm just trying to help somebody in here. Because I love y'all. I love y'all. We family now. Okay? Can we talk? Not vulgar booty wind. The vulgar booty wind just sent me. Okay? Lord have mercy. All right, Dr. Umar Johnson says that he has a new program out there, honey, where women can pay $500 to have lunch with him. Who is paying that to see you, girl? Not me, girl. Says that make a $500 donation to his school and get lunch with Dr. Girl, I'd rather starve. My lips will be white before I do that. Baby, I won't eat nothing for 30 days and 40 nights if I got to be up and doing that. $500 to sit and eat with you, I don't even look at you. I'm going to throw up everything anyway when I'm sitting there eating and looking at you. So why? Let's get into what he had to say, child.
Got a new program coming out for the ladies. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. Got a new program coming out for the ladies. It's called Lunch with the Doctor.
Yeah. You're gonna need a doctor.
It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. All right. I'm fasting that week, okay? I just realized I'm fasting. All right. So y'all women, y'all want to go sit down and sit across from Dr. Umar Johnson out here who don't be taking care of his kids, spending I feel like he's trying to catch up on that child support on the low. That's how I feel. So y'all want to pay $500 to have lunch with Dr. Umar out here, child, because he is setting up a little situation over there for the women to come and sit down and have a good old lunch with him for a $500 donation, girl, for the restaurant of your choice too. All right. Baby, I love crab legs and all that, but even if it was free, I would not want to sit down across from you, Dr. Umar, and look at your ugly ass while I'm eating, because I don't want to throw up my damn crab legs, okay? But y'all can put in the chat, honey, said that the Pan-African King, if we can call him that, has a new program for the ladies. All right, what are your thoughts? You guys want to be up in the new program that Dr. Umar Johnson, honey, says that he will be putting out there for the good women to for a donation for his school that he's getting together, okay? So y'all go out there and get y'all free lunch, honey, or get y'all lunch rather with Dr. Umar. So y'all going to be throwing up all over the place. All right, so I found this post where they going after her Halle Bailey, y'all. I don't like that because I like her. Y'all know she and her baby daddy DDG is in the news, honey, because y'all know she took him to court from slamming her head on the damn head on the steering wheel. All right, chipped the tooth and all of that. So now they've been back and forth to court. She has some ramifications in court as related to him. So the people are kind of clapping back at her for putting the courts into her business. Well, I feel like you have to put things into place when the baby daddy is on some bullshit and he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. All right. That's what it's for. I know a lot of people say, don't put the white people in your business. Y'all make an arrangement with the, but twins, and that's the word. But twins yourself, and don't be, going out there to the courthouse and filing shit on him. Well, with him getting his mother involved and doing all the stuff that he was doing, she definitely needed to go through to the court and get a restraining order, which is what she had to do. And it was granted. So obviously they saw something there that definitely needed to be to their attention. So it says that Halle Bailey, this person is coming for Halle, saying Halle Bailey sadly signed her son's soul to the court. Now, everything chosen and given to him will be by the courts. It says that he's a child of the system now for no reason at all. Very scary, very nasty, very sad. And I am not a DDG fan. So somebody is upset that Halle decided to go through the courts, honey, in order to hold DDG accountable for the things that he was doing. All right. Now, yesterday, I announced to you guys that the courts were saying DDG is not allowed to post any videos, pictures, etc. on social media of their son. Now, she was just told, I think yesterday as well, that she also is not allowed to do that in terms of posting as well. So I think DDG, his family, and everybody else was like, okay, if you can't post, then neither can she. So the courts have now said, hey, you can't post your son either. Kind of how like Mel and Martell's situation is. Mel can't post, okay. Their kids online, so now she's dealing with that as well. What y'all think about that? Oh my God, he gets on my nerves. But so this other person down here says, was that Grace Bars says that Halle is not who we thought she was. That she always used to say that she's not an innocent person. Says that she's a mean Aries, crazy, but I would have never expected her probably to do what she did to DDG. I think that's what it says because I already read it. What do y'all think about that? So now they're mad that she's holding DDG accountable. They're upset that she went through the courts in order to do so and filing the restraining order. What was she supposed to do? If they're having an argument and he grabbed her by the back of the head and slammed her head into the fucking steering wheel and chipped her tooth, what was she supposed to do? Say, okay, don't do this anymore. The girl had bruises on her arm where he was showing signs of aggression. Now, I'm not saying she's totally innocent in what she may have done. We don't know that. He didn't show any scars or any bruises or anything. There's not a police report out there showing that she put her hands on him, even though there have been rumors. He's even said it. The mother said it. But where's the police report? That's what I go by, because then it's hearsay. If I see it in black and white where she slapped the hell out of you and y'all were going back and forth, then I can say, okay, that's wrong of her to do so. But I cannot sit back and say a woman going to the courts, which is what it's designed to be for, and the fact that she went to the police station and filed something on his ass for putting his hands on her, I totally agree that she did what she needed to do, because there's so many women who lose their lives in DV situations. Suppose he would have slammed her head hard enough and it would have unalived her. Her son would be without a mother, and then people would be like, oh, then they would have got it. So why does someone have to lose their life for somebody to actually get it, versus her going through that? And that's the first time that I'm hearing that he may have done that. She went on down and did what she needed to do, and I don't think he's put his hands on her anymore after that. So obviously it worked. I feel like he's more upset that the shit went public, but you publicly put your hands on her, and she publicly went and filed on your ass, and that's what she should have done. No one should be putting their hands on anyone. If you can't have an argument without touching somebody, then whatever. It is what it is. If they decide to go down and file something on you, then that's just what it is. That's just what it is. You're a bitch ass nigga for doing what you did, and I said it and stand on it. Moving on. Y'all can put in what y'all think, honey. All right, so Quad, honey. Quad is speaking out. Quad is speaking out. All right, so shout out to the American Medicine chat room. Let's get into that. Because Quad, y'all know Quad is back this season, honey. They done pushed Sweet Tea on up out of there. Sweet Tea and Dr. G will not be on the show. They wanted Quad. They chose Quad and King with his fried ass to be on the next season of Married to Medicine. I don't like him. I'm really not a huge fan of Quad either. But Quad has something to say. We're going to go ahead and read it. All right. Shout out again to the Married to Medicine chat room. Quad says, let me be brutally clear. I am trapped in a never-ending storm. People think that the drama with Dr. G ended when I walked away, but for me, it only made everything worse. Said that every single day I carry the weight of his lies, his actions, his scandal. Said that they're stitched into my identity, drenched in every step that I take. Why is she so... She is too much. Said that no matter how hard I fight, I can't escape him. She says, then came King. Hold on. Then came King, which is her new boyfriend. And for the first time, I thought that maybe, just maybe, I could finally breathe again. I said that a man who looks at me and doesn't see a past full of mess and mistakes. He sees me, truly sees me. And yet, even with him, I can't love freely because Dr. G's shadow is still tied to my every move, pulling me back down. So I guess she's indirectly trying to say she can't really move on with her life and be happy and in love and free because Dr. G is still in the background, I guess maybe doing some shit. I don't think he's checking for you like that. I don't feel like he's doing that. I feel like you came back onto the show more so worried about what Dr. G and Sweet Tea were doing is from what I saw. I mean, did y'all see that? She is dramatic. Shout out to Schoolboy in the house. She goes on to say, Dr. G, she's sending a message to him. Now, you saying you can't move on with your life, but you directing something to him because you want to vent. This man over here with a whole new wife. I got a whole new wife now. Ain't that what he was saying? Funny. All right, so she says, you stole my trust, my peace, and my love. Girl, says that even now you're still stealing from me. Said that you're stealing my future, my chance to move on, my chance to live a life without your toxic influence, and I'm done. Girl, Lord have mercy. She says, I'm done pretending that your mess doesn't affect me, done letting your name stay tied to mine. I don't care how many battles I have to fight, how many fires I have to light. I will break free. I will tear your name off of me like it's a wound that's been festering far too long. I'll walk into my future with King, even if it means burning everything down to get there. Why does this always, why when she talk, it sound like a damn novel? Girl, get the fuck on with your life. Says that you destroyed my past, Dr. G, but my future, that's mine. And I will fight, scream, and claw my way through the darkness until I finally claim it. Hashtag married to medicine, hashtag quad well, hashtag Dr. G, hashtag sweet tea. Why sweet tea in it? Why sweet tea in it? Hashtag breaking free, hashtag reality TV, hashtag new beginnings, hashtag divorce drama. Child, what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this? She's so damn dramatic. It's given that you still have some type of unresolved feelings for Dr. G, and you weren't expecting him to move on as quickly as he did with Sweet Tea. And now that you see that they're happy and they're trying to move on with their life, you done ran out here and grabbed King with his fraud ass just to say you got somebody. If you happy with him, you shouldn't even be speaking to Dr. G. Okay, no nigga I used to be with make me feel no way about nothing if I'm with somebody else new. I don't think about no ex. Can't no ex make me feel no type of way. I ain't got to break through no darkness. I ain't got to claw my way out of shit if I'm happy. You down there hashtag sweet tea, girl. Why? You were when she found out, or maybe it was her being fake. I remember before Dr. G and Sweet Tea got married, because I've been following them for quite some time. When Dr. G announced his engagement to Sweet Tea, here go Quad in the comments. Oh my God, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Bitch, no, you're not. No, you're not. Because when you came on the show, all you did was talk shit about Sweet Tea. You came for her every chance you got. You were throwing shade. You were all up in her face about Dr. G. You guys you're living in my house. Where is she supposed to live if she married to him? Now, I did say, because I covered the situation, that I felt that maybe, that they could have probably got another house. But I thought about it. I said, Dr. G said that the house is paid off. So why go back into debt to please somebody else and have appearances for someone? If you're living in a home that's paid off, then yeah, probably don't. Go in there. And what they did was remodel the home that he and Quad shared at the time that now he and Sweet Tea live in. They switched up a whole lot of stuff, took the furniture out, changed the drapes, all of that. The house is beautiful. It's immaculate and it's paid for. So Quad, while you over there with that high ass mortgage trying to prove to people that you can live a certain type of lifestyle, Sweet Tea is over here with no mortgage. She's I think she said she's a 6 or 8 figure earner. Okay, so she has her own money aside from whatever else is going on, because a lot of people's like, oh, she got with Dr. G and she's broke. No, she's retired military, so she getting that check too. You are all over there. Congratulations. Over there on your Vesta Williams bullshit. Congratulations. I thought it would have been me. That's what you were doing. Then you on the show. Can I hug? You asking Dr. G, can I give him a hug? Why? If he's doing all of this to you, let's go back up. We're going to get off her in a minute. I am trapped in a never-ending storm. So you running over to Dr. G on the show asking, can you hug him? Because you want to get that one little hug. And you ask Sweet Tea, do you mind if I give him a hug? Why? If you trapped in a never-ending storm and it's so much drama that you can't walk away, honey, like Jade, and every single day you carrying the weight of his lies and his actions in the scandal, it's giving you don't want to move on. Because I don't see Sweet Tea going live talking about you. I don't see Dr. G in posts writing a long ass novel about you. You and King have been together going on 2 years. You talking about you want to have a baby with him. Y'all want to get married. You said that y'all were engaged. Why is Dr. G's name still on your tongue? Something else should be on your tongue, girl. Damn. It's given that you are obsessed. Mariah Carey said, why are you so obsessed with me? It's giving you are obsessed. You are upset that this man has moved on. You can't take it. On that episode where they went on the couples trip, you started some shit by saying that you and King sleep with each other. Y'all have regular SCX 4 and 5 times a day in front of Dr. G and Sweet Tea because you wanted to get a reaction out of him because you're not over him yet. You're not over Dr. G. And you fought like tooth and nail because you didn't want them to be on the show because it bothered you seeing him with Sweet Tea. It bothered you to see him happy with someone else. So you fought against Sweet Tea and had him and Dr. G, or her and Dr. G, kicked up off the fucking show so you and King could be on there. And that's what you did, Quar. And I don't like that you teamed up with Dr. Heavenly. You teamed up with Dr. Heavenly with her dry wig wearing ass. And you got that girl and her husband kicked off the show when Dr. G really should be on the show. It's called Married to Medicine. King ain't no fucking doctor, and neither are you. Your claim to fame on that show was because of him. He was the doctor. You were a doctor's wife. So now that that's no longer an issue for you, you should get the fuck off the show. I don't like that. You can't be in the same place with somebody else. It gives you are still pressed about them being together. That's what I got out of that. Okay, girl. Y'all can chat what y'all think. I don't give a damn no more. Quad, I don't like you anyway. You on some petty bullshit, sis. You are. All right, so now that we done found out what happened to Tamar, let's get into this. According to Braxton Family Value fans post, everybody was saying, what the hell going on with Tamar? Tamar done did this long ass post about she almost up and passed away the other day. She woke up in a pool of blood, teeth missing. She was running around looking like Rashawn Rock. Over there calling Funky Dineva to call over there to Dr. Heavenly to see if she had any Mr. Ed teeth over there in the drawer that she could put upon her mouth. That's what you did, girl. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it because everybody was like, what the hell happened to Tamar, girl? So it said the sources revealed that Tamar Braxton, R&B songstress, had been out at a lounge in Atlanta on Saturday night before returning to her Buckhead penthouse. All right. Now, you guys heard Funky Dineva say that Funky Dineva and a few other people, along with Tamar Braxton, went out. I think it was Funky Dineva's birthday or something they were celebrating. Of course, they was turning up a lot. And Funky Dineva said that he went back to Tamar's place to get his car, and he said he immediately left. So he was separating himself from said situation when it was brought to everyone's attention that something happened to Tamar where teeth were missing and she was in a pool of blood. He was like, I don't know parts of that. Yeah, I was with her that night, but bitch, I didn't have nothing to do with it. So he was clearing himself from the bullshit. Let's continue. Allegedly, they're saying she suffered a fall inside of her home that resulted in a fractured face. So whatever she was drinking, sipping on, smoking on, whatever it was, popped the Molly and child, whatever. I don't know. Allegedly. Okay, because I've been drunk a time or two. Now I hurt my ankle, but my face won't fucked up. That's what I do know. I don't never get that drunk while I'm out like that anyway. If I'm out and about, I have a few drinks, but bitch, I can still. Well, do I need to say I drove home? But I can still do what I need to do and maneuver, run up on me, find out. Anyway, so it said that a close friend reportedly discovered Tamar laid out on her kitchen floor in a pool, girl, of blood. Now, they said at this time, sources indicate that the situation appears to have been an accident. All right, so they're saying please continue to keep Tamar lifted in prayer as she recovers during this difficult time. Girl, you a white girl wasted is what you were. And I don't know what else you may have taken in addition to out drinking and partying and celebrating Funky Dineva that night. But girl, for you to fall face forward and bust teeth out and all that, what were you drinking? Damn. You fell face forward in your kitchen, knocking out teeth with blood all over the fucking floor. And when you came to, all right, someone in your home had to call 911 to help you out, girl, because you was doing the fucking most that night. You was turning up too much, girl. What y'all think about that? Right? It was more than alcohol. It's more than alcohol. I done been 3 shades in the wind a few times, and never none of that happened, baby. I can hold my liquor too. Never have that ever happen. Now, I done fell down some fucking stairs, but I ain't never knocked no teeth out. I ain't never woke up in my kitchen, girl, with blood everywhere. I ain't never did no shit like that. But I damn sure took a few people down coming down some stairs at the club one time. I told y'all shit. I told y'all that shit. All right, fuck my ankle up. Was in that ugly ass Velcro boot, that shit. But I ain't never knocked no teeth out. I ain't never do that. I knocked some people down. But yeah, so that's what happened to Tamar. All right, she fell down, child, fell face first in her damn kitchen, and that's what had happened, girl. I said, oh my God, Tamar. So let's continue. Mess. All right, moving on. Rest in peace to Tracy Braxton. Y'all know she's not here with us anymore, honey. I'm still shocked. Every time I think about it, Tracy Braxton is supposed to be here, but her son is speaking out, Kevin Jr. All right, again, Braxton Family Values fan page. Thank y'all. All right, so Kevin Jr., which is Tracy Braxton's son, y'all know he is no longer with his ex-wife. Okay, y'all remember her from the Braxton Family Values show. Y'all saw her a few times. That's their baby. He's a little bit older, and I think he might be like 6 or so. So it said that Kevin Jr., which you guys can see on my screen, that's Tracy Braxton's son, spoke out last night on an Instagram post with a quick post and delete, warning men to be careful who they have kids by. Okay, so it sounds like he and his baby mama, ex-wife rather, they're having some very tense moments. And he's saying she did some very effed up things to him. And let's get into it. Now, he reveals that his ex-wife has been making things difficult when it comes to his son, and shared that he's finally ready to take the matter to court to fight for custody, or at least for joint custody. Okay. Now, it says that Kevin Jr. explained that during a time when he was grieving his mother, y'all know when Tracy passed away, and battling seizures, that he missed a court date, which resulted in his ex-wife being granted full custody. So that's the reason why she has full custody, because during the time he was like going through grieving, losing his mother. It was fresh. It had just happened, because I remember when they talked about it. It had just happened when Tracy passed away. Then the baby mama started acting crazy. They had a court date. He didn't want to go. He couldn't go. He was just not in the frame of mind to do it. And I get it. When you got court and shit, you got to put all that aside and go, because you don't want a warrant and all that shit issue. But he was going through a grieving moment. Y'all know he's very close to his mother. He was very, very close to his mother, Tracy. So with her passing from cancer, he was going through it. In addition to battling, having seizures. Okay. So he had a medical situation in addition to him grieving, and he could not make it to court, which then by default, she got full custody of their son. And then she started using that to her advantage by not allowing him to see the child. Y'all know how some women be playing those games. Oh, you can't see him. Or you can't this, or you can't that, or trying to monitor you, or, that type of mom. Says that he added that he has since appealed the court's decision and is still actively fighting the case. So they're still going back and forth fighting to regain some type of custody and some type of legal arrangement and or visitation for this child that he had with this young girl. Well, not young girl, but with this girl, this young woman. Okay. So prayers up for him. Y'all know not too long ago, he and his father, they had this huge knockdown drag out. I played it on my show where the father hit him and the police had to be called. All right. Tracy's husband. That's around the time that they were talking about the will, Tracy's will being left to where Tracy left everything to the son, where he was the executor of her estate. And the husband, Kevin Sr., got upset. That's when we found out that he had a baby, outside child on Tracy Braxton as well. So Tracy made sure prior to her passing away that she put everything in her son's name. All right. And Kevin Sr. was very much so upset about it, which caused a lot of tension between the two of them, where they were seen in a video in a very, very heated argument where he pushed him really hard and he hit him. And you could hear Kevin Jr. like literally screaming out, and he sounded like he may have been crying. And his father was just kind of like in his face telling him, don't try me again, do it again. Like he was kind of provoking him. So it appears, according to Instagram, that because they have pictures, most recent pictures, I do follow them, that they're in a better place now. They're taking some pictures together. They look like they're back to father and son again. So I'm happy that they were able to mend that. But I feel like he's upset that he did not get what he thought he was going to get from Tracy. Her son got everything that Tracy ever owned, and he is the executor of Tracy's estate. So she was probably upset about that other child, that outside child, and was making sure that side baby won't go get shit. That it was gonna go to her son, as she should. So I ain't even mad at that. Okay, I ain't mad at that, child. Do not share your inheritance with no damn side baby. I wouldn't either. Shit. All right, let's move along. What time is it? Yep, gotta go. All right, so Heavenly Child is still out here trying to get the people to vote for her. All right, let's go and get into this. She want to be child. She want that seat so bad. She want it bad. Let's get into Heavenly Child. Let's get into Heavenly. Housewife from Housewife. Let's go.
And people are continuing to win these seats because they old and they got solid old voters. It's time for a change, baby. It's time to pass the mic, the baton. It's time for a change for people who are down, like Jasmine Crockett, like Jolanda Jones, and like Collier here. Nicole Collier. The women are holding it down. Education, entrepreneurship. And that ain't holding it down to the government. And I got to be a part of it. I'm sorry. I got to do it. And I hope y'all with me because I can't do this by myself. I hope y'all with me. Me. And people are continuing to win these seats because they.
So she's saying that people continue to win these political seats because they're old. No, it means they're qualified, girl. Just because the person old don't mean they're gonna automatically win a seat. That means they're qualified. So now you're trying to diminish other people who have won in the past because of how old they may be, to try to say that you are a better fit because you are a younger individual and you're loudmouth. That does not qualify you. I already said you got to be likable to win certain political seats, okay? People got to like you to vote for you, and that's just on period. You have created this tension to where people don't see it for you, Heavenly, and you're not going to get a lot of votes because of that. Now, you're going to get some support of people who, who are mean girls, who see you being who you are and being loud and wrong a lot of times. They're going to vote for your ass anyway. Probably some fans of the show, people who are your fans, they're going to come forward and vote. But a lot of people going to be like, I ain't fucking vote for her ass. Her mean ass. You a mean girl. You're not a girl's girl. You are a mean girl. You are, honey. You have very much so big D energy like Destiny. Okay. You're very low vibrational. You're a jealous girl of other women. Okay. And you do have a very lucrative life, but just because a person have a lot of money don't mean that they still can't be jealous. You are jealous of other women. I feel like you were jealous of Sweet Tea when she was on the show. All right. You always look down on her. You try to pick her apart. I feel like you were jealous. I do. I really do. So let's move along. What y'all think? She is still trying to push this political position that she's trying to get in. And now you're saying that the only reason that the people that's been in office thus far before you, the only reason they got those positions was because they were old. Girl, get over yourself. All right. Moving along. All right, so Carlos King and his people over there at Messy Monday, honey, has something to say about Mia Thornton from Real Housewives of Potomac dating Bobby Valentino, who likes to run around with Trans Ams. And I ain't talking about the car. All right, I done told y'all about Bobby Valentino getting caught in a hotel room, child, with a Trans Am, honey, with his pants down by his ankles, running out there. They kept the keys to his car because he didn't pay them that money for some sexual favors that they was giving up in there. So the tranny kept his keys, and he wound up having to catch an Uber, and it was all caught on video. It's Googleable. Go out there and YouTube it, and the video is out there. So Mia out here kissing them all in the mouth, and everybody's saying that they feel like this is a whole publicity stunt with Mia running around with Bobby Valentino. Blackberry molasses. Now I do like your music, all right? That slow down, all that. He got some hits, all right? That's my shit, that slow down. But yeah, you do need to slow down when it comes to Mia, because Mia is clout chasing. One picture, you in there with your ex-husband talking about family first. The next picture, you over here sucking toes with Bobby Valentino. Like, sis, get your life. Seriously, Mia, get your life. All right, let's get into what Carlos and them, because they laughing like hell at Mia out here making a fool of herself, running around town with Bobby Valentino, clout chasing like a mug. Let's go.
Lion, aka Mia Thornton, formerly of the Real Housewives of Potomac, is in a relationship with Bobby Valentino.
A mess.
Claudia, I have a legal note.
Nobody Claudia, believe this relationship.
Whatever you're gonna say,
I think the raindrops know what I'm saying.
Okay, we done. Thank you. Okay, so
we have a legal note.
Ciao. Ciao.
Shout out to Sunny Hosted. Okay, so listen. love Dustin. Okay, anyway, Claudia, be nice.
Oh,
Mia
I'm gonna be nice.
and
I'm gonna just speak with my eyes when you talk. Go ahead, tell a story.
okay, so Mia, who was married to Gordon, and was dating her first love, her high school sweetheart, named Ink. The ink dried up, and Mia has moved on with Bobby Valentino. They're
there they go again. It is laughable.
They're on both together. They are dating, doing a lot of posting, and they're now together. So I would like to go with Dustin first. So Claudia could get her mind right. So when it comes to Mia dating Bobby Valentino, Dustin, were you shocked? Were you surprised? Is this on brand for Mia? What are your thoughts on this budding relationship?
Well, of the 3 relationships that I've seen her have since we've been exposed to her life, they've all been shorter than her. So not only do Mia be lying, Mia be ducking. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what
Mia be lying, aka Mia Thornton.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. So yeah, I think that whole relationship, like I said, is all for publicity. Y'all know Mia was at one point in time trying to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right. She wanted to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She left Potomac and moved to Atlanta. And now she's trying to get into the social circle of Atlanta. Bobby Valentino lives in Atlanta as well. So what better way to do that than to date somebody that everybody knows? All right. We'd be like, girl, what she doing about Valentino? I don't think nobody believed the relationship. I think that it's all, like I said, publicity driven. And I think that she's definitely clout chasing in this situation. She's on the beach. Everywhere she is with this boy, there's a video and or picture. She is eating the damn blogs up with pictures and videos of her and Bobby Valentino, and people just like, girl, we don't care. We don't believe you. You were just with Ink, and then you were just saying that you and Gordon were family first, and that y'all were trying to fix y'all situation, and then you pop out with this clown. Girl, goodbye. I don't believe that bullshit. I do not believe it. All right. All right, so let's get into the next topic. We about done, y'all. I promise. Yeah, all right, so let's get into it. All right. So Evelyn Lozada, honey, she's clearing up why people are saying that her daughter, Shanice, and rapper The Game was wrong for being in a situation because his ex girl, what's that, Tiffany. Y'all know his ex, his baby mama, which is his ex that he was with for years and years and years, and who was also supposed to be said to be Evelyn Lozada's daughter's godmother, okay? Now y'all know Evelyn's daughter turned around and had a baby with Game, and people are like, girl, what you doing with Game? What you having a baby with him for when you supposed to be friends? You and your mama supposed to be friends with Tiffany, who is the Game's baby mama. So let's get into Evelyn trying to clear up the rumors, according to her. So it says that Evelyn Lozada clears up rumors after The Game once referred to Shanice as his niece, says that we were never friends, just on the same network. So if you see me as your niece and then you turn around and have a baby with me, is that not weird? I don't know. Let's get into it.
It is not true. It's literally like a lie that took a world of its own. Like people think about this. Recently people were saying that Chris Webber was Chantel's father. Oh. Did you see that? Yeah, he even said something publicly like, you know, it was a video going viral about Jackie allegedly having an affair on Doug.
Oh, I think I saw that.
That's what I'm saying. Chantel looked just like Doug. Anyway, I say that all to say that people say anything. It's not true. I think, you know, the photo of my baby shower, people will find anything. And she was at my baby shower. There were a lot of people at my baby shower.
The feeling is, well, you must be close enough to invite someone to your baby shower.
But people also don't understand industry.
Okay.
Right? You got to think about, we're all on VH1.
Yes.
When the first time I met Tiffany and Jay, they were filming their reality show. Me and Chad pulled up and we filmed the scene on their show because we had a show on VH1.
I haven't watched that show, but I know people always reference their reality show and say that you guys were on the show and you were calling Shanice their niece.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I gotta find the clip and see if that's a thing. But people are saying that you guys were calling her, or Tiffany was calling her niece. So is that just showbiz?
I did see that, but I'm like, Shanice never filmed that show.
Okay.
Shanice never filmed that show. It was, I remember me and Chad, popping up, and they were doing a scene, and we were here in LA, and we filmed on their show, but they were invited. I mean, she was invited to the baby shower. I mean, I had Puffy's, the mother of his kids there, Sarah. Like, we had a bunch of people, you know, there at the time. So no, it is not true. It's literally like a lie. That
again, if he referred to your daughter as his niece, it gives that, you know, she probably should have been busting it wide open with him, because that's not a good look. And again, y'all hung in the same circles, so that's why a lot of people were saying the relationship with Game and your daughter was inappropriate, especially after she had a baby with him. She shouldn't have been sleeping with him if she saw him as an uncle. That's weird. That's weird. I would never see somebody as, oh my God, he's so fine. If I saw this person as like a parental figure or like an uncle or something like that, I ain't about to go have no baby with him. So I don't know why she keep doing interviews trying to soften the blow of what people think and their perception of her daughter. Your daughter is just like you. Your daughter, girl, you've been with everybody in the league, Evelyn. So I don't know why you're trying to act like your daughter Shanice don't have the same traits as you. You got mad at Jennifer Williams on the show when Jennifer told everybody that Shanice be having all types of men over at her house, busting it wide open. I said, ain't know what her mama do. Okay, the apple damn sure did not fall far from the tree. Now, said the Basketball Wives star Evelyn Lozada recently joined the Shade Room for an exclusive sit down where she cleared up long-standing fan speculation involving her daughter Shanice Harrison, rapper The Game, and the ex-fiance Tiffany. Child. Now, I said that during the interview, the host brought up a moment from The Game's old reality show where he referred to Shanice as his niece. Said a clip that fans have resurfaced over the years, fueling rumors of a close family-like relationship between Evelyn and Tiffany. Now she's trying to say it don't exist. It's a whole clip out there. Girl says that, but Evelyn shut those rumors down quickly, said that people don't understand industry, said that we were on the same network. It don't matter. I don't give a fuck what network. You could have been on the damn the Food Network. I don't give a damn. If your daughter was seen as a niece to rapper The Game, because Game ain't nothing but a whole ass nigga. Let me just say that. Game came out and announced that he slept with all the Kardashian sisters, including their mama. Go look it up. All over the internet. All over the internet. Okay? The same girl that's dating DDG right now, her sisters, he was over there sleeping with some of them too. Game be with every damn body. Game be with every damn body. So it's not surprising, and it did not surprise me when we heard that he was messing around with Shanice, because that's what he do. If you sleep with every single sister in the Kardashians, and you know they got a bunch of wop mouths, and the mama, because it was said she slept with OJ Simpson, so she don't have no breaks when it comes to her wop, like no breaks. I don't know why Evelyn is out here trying to make people feel like her daughter is not that type of person. So it's like two hoes getting together doing what they do. Now, she explained that there was never a personal friendship between her and Tiffany. Okay. Tiffany used to babysit your daughter. Tiffany used to babysit Shanice. So now it's okay for Shanice to go and sleep with Tiffany's baby daddy and have a whole child with him when Tiffany used to babysit your daughter? To say y'all didn't have a personal friendship? It's just understood. Some stuff you don't have to spell it out. It's just understood that this person is off limits, right? Do y'all see it that way? If you hung around a person all for years and you kind of see that person is kind of like family or a very close friend or hung in the same circle as you, it's just understood that that person is off limits in terms of dating that person, sleeping with that person, especially having kids with them. Seriously, girl. It says that Denise's comment said that she suggests was more industry familiarity than anything deeply personal. Nah, it gives that y'all had a close bond somewhere in there. And that's the way Tiffany, which is the baby mama, saw Shanice. She took care of her growing up. So you can go out and whore. But anyway, girl, moving on. We don't care anymore. Girl, a lie ain't gonna do nothing but lie. Moving right along. We need a jam session. Let's go ahead and get it in. Let's go ahead and get the jam session in right quick. All right. Let's get a jam session in right quick. All right, y'all tap on that like for me, okay? Like button. Not done, y'all. y'all. Thank y'all. Let's get back to the show, honey. All right. Thank y'all so much for those likes, honey. Please keep tapping on that like button for me. All right, we're about done. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer, okay? I'll hold y'all too much longer. Let's get into. We'll talk about it. I guess we'll entertain it, y'all. Let's get into Lala talking about her situation with now ex-husband with his cheating lying ass. Okay, Carmelo Anthony. Y'all know Lala Anthony, honey, from BMG. All right, I love her on there. Let's get into it. Y'all like that music? Come on, music. It is approved by YouTube as well. So Lala Anthony says that her divorce from Carmelo Anthony was incredibly hard while it was playing out publicly. She said that you're actually dying inside. Let's get into that. She's sitting down having a good old interview here with Angie Martinez. Shout out to her and shout out to the Jasmine brand. Let's get it.
Or a marriage that doesn't work out. Like how challenging that could be to your life. And we hear it, heartbreak, and we know people have gone to jail for it, they've murdered for it or whatever, but like really like the depths of that feeling of like, I'm sure there's moments after everything that happened that you probably didn't want to get up off the floor.
Yeah,
like,
of course. The hardest part of my life, and then playing it out publicly. So then you have that part, like to where they're watching it. She looks sad. She looks depressed. Like they're watching everything. So then you have like the fake smile, like, no, I'm good. Everything's okay. And you're like fucking dying inside. And you're just like, I'm all right. But it is incredibly, hard, incredibly hard. But what are you going to do? You got to push forward like every day, a little bit stronger until you get past it. And there are days, could be years later, where something will just hit you and it'll just hurt.
Or a marriage that doesn't work out.
And you have to keep going. You got to live. You have a child, or for women out there with children, like you got to keep going. Like,
and you're not the first person, by the way, to have to get a divorce.
Yeah. Oh, my mom tells me all the time.
You know,
my mom's
you didn't invent divorce.
I know my mom tells me that all the time. Like all the during when it was going, she's like, hey, you won't be the last. I'm like, all right, my damn. She's like, you're not the first. You won't be the last. I'm like, all right. So you just
watching you guys like do an interview with your son at this point,
right?
Like,
yeah,
you did something right.
You got something right, and I'm proud of that. Yeah, I'm proud of that. And if that's what that was supposed to be, then we did a hell of a job at that.
Yeah. What is the number one thing what the number one advice you could give to someone who's on the other side of divorce or going through it and starting the journey of co-parenting?
It does get better. It is hard, in the beginning, but just remember every single thing you do, your kid is watching and looking at that and forming their own idea too. And you have to keep going. You got to live.
So yeah, that's what she had to say. Now they said that during the new episode of the IRL podcast with Angie Martinez, Lala described the experiences, the hardest part of my life, and shared how difficult it was to endure it under public scrutiny. Okay, y'all know she was married to Carmelo Anthony for quite some time, but Carmelo stepped out, you guys, and had a baby on Lala. All right. Now the woman that he was cheating on Lala with, she was paid quite a bit of money to keep the pregnancy quiet, but somehow it got leaked to where everybody found out about it. He paid her a lot of money too. And she wound up having the baby. Beautiful little girl. It's a little girl. And Lala just could not deal with it. She could not look past that. And I feel you on that, Lala. She could not look past that. She could not get over that. So she decided to go through with her divorce from Carmelo. Now, they seem to be in a great space because they support their son, who also now plays basketball. He's really good too. So you can tell he's been coached by Carmelo and maybe his own personal coach, but they do come together and co-parent him very well. But you can still tell there's a little pain there. Lala still has that little. It's like a little, it's still some tension there. It's still kind of weird seeing them together. You could tell she's still kind of hurt by that because she really loved him. She really wanted to be with Carmelo because he was that dude back then when she first got with him. Y'all remember she was on TRL. She was a TRL girl. So hi guys, this is TRL. That was her. He was here with it. Okay. Said that they're watching everything. So then you have to do a fake smile and you're effing dying inside, according to her. She said it's incredibly hard. But what are you going to do? You just got to keep pushing forward. Said that she emphasized that the pain can linger for years. Nobody gets married with the thought of getting divorced, according to her. She said that you can marry somebody thinking that who you're going to be with, that's who you're going to be with for the rest of your life. Lala and Carmelo began dating in 2003. They got married in 2010 and share a son, Kion, or Keon, how you say his name, she filed for divorce in 2021, citing irreconcilable differences. Okay, she couldn't get over that baby, that side baby. I don't blame her. And he would not stop cheating. So it wasn't just that girl he was cheating with the baby. There were other women as well that it was rumored that he was running around with. So girl, yeah, get out of there, honey. Save your pH balance and save your life and not deal with somebody who's going to disrespect you in that way. If y'all notice, she started hanging around the Kardashians and you started seeing her body starting to morph into a Kardashian. Okay. She's had quite a bit of work done. She is huge. Well, not huge, but very close friends with Kim Kardashian. And y'all know she love a good nip and tuck. So Lala, she's been kind of doing the same thing, and she's doing her thing. She is on the show BMF. Okay, I'm talking about BMG. BMF. She is on that show, and she's doing very well. She's getting into her acting. She was on a few seasons of Power, and she's doing some other things as well. So shout out to Lala. She's moving on with her life. She's supporting her son Kion out here doing his basketball thing, and she's dating. At one point, she was dating the guy off of BMF. As what's the brother? Terry. Y'all remember Terry? Off of BML, she was dating, like in real life, she was dating Terry, but I think they may have broken up. But she is living her best life and doing her thing. So shout out to her for that. Moving on. This is our last topic. I don't know why we're doing so much relationship stuff today, but we don't ever hear from these people. Okay, we see them a lot on TV, in magazines or whatnot, but we never ever hear about LL Cool J and his wife. Y'all know they've been together forever. All right. She stuck and stayed by him. It sounds like she may have dealt with some things back in the day in his earlier career with women. Y'all know how it is, honey. If you're dating a rapper or athlete, the women gonna be there. They're gonna be trying it. Okay, they're gonna be trying it. That's why Jackie Christie went everywhere, honey. Every game, she said everywhere that Doug Christie, not to change the subject too much, but everywhere that Doug Christie went to go play, Jackie Christie said she was right there, honey, in the hotel. She was making sure them girls was not about to be coming up in there thotting up off her man. So it appears that LL Cool J's wife, honey, she stuck and stayed there after she went through some shit as well with women trying her and her relationship with her man. LL Cool J, he still looks good, don't he, y'all? They're grandparents now, and he still looked the same as he did back in the damn day. Let's get into them because I like her. All right, shout out to Simone.
Marriage itself has its challenges, but you got to have God first. You got to stay on your knees praying. I'm married to a sex symbol. You know, growing up, when we first got together, I mean, you know, I've had my times where I would be going off and, you know, mad at this one because they looked at him this way. And, you know, but that was years ago. Todd and I got married in 95. His cousin, Marion, gave me this book called The Power of a Praying Wife. We have a tendency of praying and being like, Lord, change him. Lord, make him this way. Lord, make him that way. But the first thing that I read in that book was that you have to change yourself. Mm-hmm. You can't change nobody. You can have standards and you can have boundaries and all of that, but you can't change anybody. Mm-hmm. You can change yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's what I did. I changed myself.
What did you need to change about yourself?
Being flipped with the mouth all the time, going off about this, going, you know, just like
being in around the way, girl.
Yeah, being in around the way, girl. Right, exactly. And as marriage itself has its challenges, but as you get older, you mature. I got to a point where women are come up to me and they'll be like, oh my God, your husband is so fine. And I'll be like, girl, I know. You think I could get a picture with him? Sure, go on and ask him for a picture. Just don't be disrespectful. Right. The disrespect I can't deal with.
Right.
The disrespect. I'm at
54. At that point.
54, I'm ready to take off the hoop. I didn't feel the need to have to be every place with Todd. I didn't feel like I needed to travel with him everywhere to keep my eye on him and all of that stuff because I was very confident in our relationship and in our marriage. And at the end of the day, if somebody gonna fool around, they're gonna fool around, right? What I did as a woman was that I made my house a home because home is where the heart is at. The closer you get to God, the more you understand who God is in your life is the more you're going to understand who you are and what your purpose is. Right. As you get older, you mature. I
love her. Girl, you preaching right here, honey. Everything she said, you could tell that they've grown together. And you do have to have God in it. God definitely has to be at the forefront. If you're in a relationship, especially marriage, definitely have to be in the forefront, honey. All right. You definitely got to pray if you want to stay. If you want to stay together, baby, you definitely got to pray together. All right. But she said you have to stay on your knees praying. This is what she's saying. Shout out to Godly Vibe Studios. It said that you have to stay on your knees praying. Said LL Cool J's wife, Simone, talks about the importance of prayer in a marriage and having a foundation rooted in God. Now, she goes on to talk about how often we look at ways that we can change everyone else but ourselves. She goes on to say that as she began to self-reflect and work on herself, it overflowed into her marriage. All right. She says the closer you get to God, the more you will understand who you are. I like that. Okay. That has to be tough for her, being a celebrity wife to a rapper who everybody sees as a sex symbol. When they're out somewhere, it has to be irritating for a woman to come up and say, hey, can I take a picture with your husband? Okay. Oh my God, he's so fine. You know your husband is so fine. And she said she had to get to the point where she'd be like, I know, versus like, bitch, what you say? Taking that hoop off. All right. You know, we take that hoop off. You ready to, peel somebody's damn forehead meat off. But she's grown, it sounds like, from that, and she's matured, and she realizes what I need to fight for. I'm the one with the ring. See, you got to know your power. She realized her power. These little thoughts out here, honey, all they want to do is get close to your man and finesse him, honey, and probably go out here and have a baby so they can protect the bag. But when you guys realize how, you become one and you have God in that thing, he realizes he don't want to mess up his situation and his marriage or his bond with his wife. He just go out there and do his job, go rap, honey, peel your shirt off. That just all comes with it. That's a part of the act. But you go in there and do what you got to do, peel your little shirt off, let the women salivate, and then you come home and count the money together. All right. That's just what it's a business. That's your job, to be a sex symbol. But it seems that he respects her. Now, there were rumors. I ain't gonna hold you. There are rumors. There was this guy that was supposed to be like a Trans Am that did a whole video saying that LL Cool J gave him some dome. Okay. And he described some things that I was just like, well, maybe this shit did happen. He sounds reputable. But then you just never know. There have been rumors, but it seems that they have overcome that and they decided to stay together. And maybe he respect her now because they're still, honey, after 1993 being married all the way up until 2025. That's huge, especially for Hollywood, because a lot of these people don't stay together at all. But it's very much so applauded that they were able to overcome whatever they went through and they were able to stay together. And they're keeping God in the forefront, and they look so good together. I love her. She was on Ashanti and Nelly's season this season with Ashanti and Nelly, their show, and she appears to be very good friends with Ashanti as well. So they're probably giving Nelly and Ashanti some marital advice as well, because she is always popping up in videos and hanging out with them. So shout out to them. I like them, LL Cool J and Simone. That is our show for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed every single topic we talked about. Happy Friday to everyone. Let me get back to my main screen. Yeah, it is cheaper to keep. You know how much money she would get if she got divorced? Not that I'm speaking that over their life, but if something ever happened to where they decided not to be together anymore, baby, and because they do, I think they live in California. I think they might live in California, but y'all know California law is if you're with your spouse for 10 years and above, you automatically get half. So imagine that. Imagine being with someone and they F up the relationship and you done stayed with this nigga for like 10 years, it's automatically half. And LL Cool J got a lot of money. Okay. He been in the game since what? Early 90s. All right. Yeah, baby. So he's sitting on a nice little coin. And he still looks good. So thank you guys so much for joining the show. Thank y'all for stopping by, supporting the video. Said great commentary, great show, Cameron. Thank y'all so much. Please don't forget to tap on the like button and go ahead and subscribe if you guys have been watching me for quite some time and you enjoy the commentary, you enjoy the show, the jam sessions, the shit talking, all that. We do it all over here. Go ahead and tap that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you over here. All right. Let me go ahead and thank my mods so you guys can get out of here. It's Friday, honey. Scorpion Miss, thank you so much. Sweet Essence, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast Love. Happy birthday. All right. Enjoy your day. Be safe. Turn up, sis. KBR, thank you so much. And Tyra, thank you so much, Tyra. All right. Those are my top flight mods. Y'all know they do an awesome job. Let me go ahead and thank all of the content creators that stopped by. Shay Renee, if you in the building, love, thank you so much. Chef Don, I saw you here earlier. Schoolboy, thank you so much. Y'all check her out on Instagram. Thank you so much. Sunny Days, Simple Mom Family TV. Thank you. Purple Unicorn. Thank you. Astute Queen B. Thank you so much. Just a T, please. If you're in the building, thank you so much. And before we get out of here, mods, let me know, do we have anybody else? Any other mods, I mean, not mods, but content creators that may have stopped by that I missed. Let me know. Everybody ready to dance. I see the dance emoji. They like, girl, if you don't play that music. Do we have anybody else before we go? Let me know. 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 All right. No. Nobody? Okay. Hey. Let's get it. Let's go. Y'all happy Friday. Have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. I'll see you guys later for our midday pop-in. Bye.